There are two ways to send histories from one station to another. If I want to push histories from one station to another, I use history exports. If I want to pull histories from one station to another, I use history imports. We have a lab to show you how to do each one. This lab is exporting histories. So I'm going to start in my Jace station and export the histories to my Supervisor station. I'm going to collapse things in my nav tree, and I'll go into the Jace station because that's where I'm going to start, and I'll navigate to the Niagara network. There's the Supervisor entry in my Niagara network of the Jace, and then I'll double click the Histories folder underneath the Supervisor. And when I double click the history folder, I end up in the Niagara History Import Manager. The reason I showed you it this way is because this is a common mistake that gets made when students go to export their histories to the Supervisor station. They double click. You're used to double clicking everything. So you double click the history folder and you end up in the Niagara History Import Manager. That's not where I want to be. I'm going to right-click my Histories folder, go to Views, and go to the Niagara History Export Manager. Problem is they look identical to each other. I'll hit the Discover button at the bottom, and that's discovering histories that exist in my training station. I'll expand that, and I'm just going to come down and select Boiler 1, and I'll hit the Add button. It tells me it's going to export this daily at 2 a.m. If I want to have this history sent at 12 a.m., I could change this to 12 a.m. and it will send it every day. If I was sending a lot of histories and I wanted to randomize them so they don't all come in one chunk, I could set the randomization to 2 minutes. And then all of the histories that I'm trying to send at 12 a.m. will go in a 2-minute period around 12 a.m. every day. I could also change this to be a manual execution. So if I only wanted to send the history when I wanted to, I could do that. Or I could send the history every so often, maybe every 15 minutes, so that these histories don't have to wait an entire day to populate their information. I can see more current historical information up in the Supervisor. For this example, we're just going to use the daily execution. I'll press OK. My status says OK, my state says idle, but my last success says null. This history hasn't actually been sent to the Supervisor yet because I told it to send it at 12 a.m. I don't want to sit here and wait till 12 a.m., so I'll select the history in the database pane, and I'll hit the Archive button down at the bottom to send it now. Now I can see it was successful, and I can then go up. Let me collapse my station underneath my Jace host, and I'll expand the station that's on my computer host. Go to Station, and then expand History. I have 2 entries in here, one for the histories that live in the Supervisor. This other one is for the histories that are coming in from the training station. When I expand that one, I have my boiler history.